Hi there. I'm Phil, but I go by Nimrandir on the internet, and I used to play video games. It's been a while, but so to get myself back in the swing of playing video games, I've come back to one I've spent a fair amount of time with. This is Monster Hunter World. Again, clearly not anything brand new. Not that I've ever really played anything new. But I did see that a new Monster Hunter game is coming out, Monster Hunter Wilds. You can see the little ad for it right there, and it kind of got me, get the itch back to play the game. So here we are. Now, this is my original Monster Hunter World profile, Dargon here. I played almost 170 hours. That is in the Monster Hunter World a sample, but I got a good chunk of the way through the game. I don't want to spoil too much. I can tell you as we go. But so I started started over again with this guy here. His name's Burford. I tried my best to make him look kind of silly. I gave him the reddish pompadour and whatnot. But it says I've got 2 hours of playtime. Most of that was like character creation and the introduction. But let's just go ahead and hop in. All right, so here we are into the game now. Yes, this is what the game is about. This game is really all about petting pigs. So we're gonna pet a pig real fast while a little song plays. And I hit the button at the right time and make the pig happy, and then sometimes the pig will lead me to stuff. So the pig likes me anyway. So yeah, I've already gone through the introductory cutscene of the game. There's been it's kind of fun. You sail to a new world, and bad stuff happens, and your ship gets stuck on a gigantic goopy volcano monster. It's kind of cute. His name's Zora Magdaros. I will find like I said, I will link a video of the introduction, but there's not an awful lot of actual monster hunting. It's a lot of running followed by talking. So I've already also done the first couple of intro quests, as they're referred to in the game, where you have to kill small monsters, and then a big monster runs out, and I heroically ran away. But before we go into go deal with our first actual serious monster of the game, I wanted to engage in the crafting system a little bit here. So we've got the Second Fleet Master, who is apparently the in charge of the smith, and this gigantic bellows back there. I've got some stuff I need him to make for us before we go out. So what are we hammering together this time? I can't remember. For some reason, I always want him to sound Scottish, but anyway. Not that that wasn't really a good Scottish accent. Anyway, so let's improve our armor. I've actually already forged a weapon, so these weird-looking bone, sword, and shield weapons I'm using are not the default in the game. But by virtue of the first couple of introductory quests, I can make a couple of improvements to my gear. So I'm going to go ahead and make this stuff. And we get this lovely cutscene every time that happens. These two guys in the back, they use hammers to beat on heated bone and hide to produce arm gear. So go ahead and put on my new arm gear. And I also want to go ahead and make this stuff. The introductory quests give us a bunch of that from killing little monsters, so we can gear up a little bit more before we go fight our first serious threat. I like how it came out of the forge on a little headstand. I don't remember that. Anyway. To be honest, I probably don't remember it because most of the time your helmets are like whole face covering jobs. It's somewhat unique to the early game that okay, I don't need to make the gloves. Alright. So, let's go ahead and make some armor. Yep. I don't think it's possible to skip this. Yep. I do love how it comes out on a little stand. I completely forgot that. That's amazing. Alright, so now we're going to make some stuff. they're chanting very excitedly, and the smith guy's like, "I'm sorry, we would we would just do everything at once, but these guys, they're really into their, chanting. I don't know. Alright, and I've got just enough parts left to go ahead and make some new boots, so... Yeah, one more time, guys. And maybe they're actually just forging the metal stand that this came out on? I don't know. It looked like it should have been really hot. I don't know how long it takes my gear to cool down, but... Alright, so now instead of wearing the little leather starting gear, I'm now almost fully equipped in the hunter set, so there aren't any bonuses. The armor you see, if you look on the right, does list particular skills. This, lets me cook food faster. Yeah, I can't remember what Centown does. I can look. Well, while you're tracking monsters out in the wild, this, makes them, build up what they need for the tracking faster. Okay. Alright, got that taken care of. So now I've got some gear, I look a little cooler. What is the armory person saying here?
My.
You look a lot more hunterly with a weapon on your back. For the record, you start with a weapon on your back. But, this is the armory. We deal in ready-made weapons and armor. Actually, it dawned on me, no, technically when you first get here, you don't, because you got, thrown off your ship and, you flew in on a monster. But anyway. Again, I promise I'll link it. You need a weapon ASAP and don't have time to gather the materials where you're taking. I don't think I've ever used this woman, so I don't, she had the exclamation point. I thought she was going to give me a quest or something. Yeah, thanks for telling me what you're about, lady. Alright. Poogie is following me around still. So we got ourselves an airship engineer. So the 5th has arrived. Yeah, we were in the 5th fleet. There have been 4 before us.
Greetings.
Now he says greetings. I'm the airship engineer with the 2nd Fleet. I work on flying machines, airships, and what have you. I'm sure you're curious about why you haven't met a member of the 3rd yet. That's because they've all been stranded for years. I really want some dots in that subtitle. It wasn't long after the scholars from the 3rd landed before they insisted upon crossing the Great Ravine. So they got their ship converted into an airship and off they went. It was going well until just after they crossed the ravine. The flying monster attacked their airship and grounded them. Sure, they were reckless to go, but seeing as I'm the man who put them in the air, I can't help but feel partly responsible for it all. Ever since then, I've been working on making a better airship, one that we could use to go rescue them, assuming they're not all, of course, horribly dead. But between the New World's nasty weather and the strong winds hurtling down the ravine, it's been one failure after another. Still, you won't catch me calling it quits. Him in his awesome aviator goggle. What are they? It looks like Geordie LaForge's visor on top of his head. I wanted to turn and look straight at me. Alright. So these guys do not have quests. They just, have exclamation points, I guess, to encourage you to talk to them, because this game is, it's pretty crunchy. So we'll be talking to, this young woman soon. She is the handler, and by the handler, she is our handler. Each hunter gets their own handler. But, this guy, I'd completely forgotten about this guy, and he's amazing. The Meowskiller Chef. So, we've got cat people. And, generally speaking, before you go hunt a monster, you want to eat some food, because eating food gives boosts. I honestly, can't remember what I tended to eat before with my first character, but we'll learn as we go, right? You can read the text there. Meal effects end, you can't, stock them up. But, anyway. So, let's see here. At the moment, let's see. Fish. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the difference here between, the different platters. I honestly can't remember. The unpredictable platter. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with this one. Sure, we'll have some fish. Sure. Unlike the Smith guys, the little cats, making my food for me never bothers me. I don't know why. I got this, fish. I can't remember if the. I'm actually curious. I can't remember if the meal, like, if what meal you ordered changes. But your hunter eats a tremendous amount of food. But yeah, so you'll generally want to do that each time. Why does he still have an exclamation point over his head? Did he have a quest I could talk to him about? I don't know. You can oven roast some food to get stuff, but I don't really want to do it. I'm just trying to. I hate having quest markers over someone's head. Can I get back there to talk to him? Aha! I'll bet this is it. There we go. Welcome to the canteen. The best place for you to boost your hunt. You're from the 5th, right? Well, let me clue you into what the canteen is all about. Gains! Health, stamina, whatever! Max gains! Yeah, this Swole Cat was kind of a thing when the game first launched back in 2018. Go on and sit down over there at the counter, Scrawny. When you're ready to get your pre-hunt on, let me know. I always imagined him talking like Sergeant Slaughter or something. You interested in bulking up the canteen with more ingredients? That's what I'm talking about. Take care of the quest, Fungal Flexing in the Ancient Forest, and that menu will be more packed than a great Jagress's belly. Finish that one up, and I'll be able to get my paws on the goods. Don't let me down. Or else. Alright, well, I've got a quest here. Yeah, so that is not going to be a particularly exciting quest. It's one where you go out and kind of collect items out in a sprawling map. It's got kind of an MMO feel. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get going here. So here's our handler. Didn't expect to run into a great Jagress, huh? Good thing the chief was with us. My heart's still racing. New World doesn't disappoint, that's for sure. Bring on the surprises. Alright, so yeah, the system kind of assumes you're playing online with people, so you post quests that, since I'm playing privately, nobody is going to be able to join. And if I need help, we got problems. But so now we're going to go on the Great Jagress hunt, and we'll hunt, a monster with some amazing dreadlocks. I do like the client of things I'm not interested in writing in my daily report. Researchers swallowed whole by Great Jagress. Take it out before I actually have to write it. Anyway, so yeah, we have an extraordinary amount of time to complete this hunt. And you can sort of see the map we're dealing with. In that corner there. There we go. And started the quest. Takes a little time to start. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, so that's the same kind of monster I flew into the camp on.
Well, let's get to it. You heard the...
I like that the tutorial cut off the NPC telling me what's going on. So, in theory, if I were playing with other people, I could fire a flare if I really get in trouble and summon them in to help me with the Great Jagress. Again, if I need help with the Great Jagress, yeah, we may have to rethink this whole replaying Monster Hunter thing.
If you need to call your friends for help, go to the menu and select SOS Flare to signal them.
I'm not
You're going to need friends when you go up against some of the tougher monsters.
I mean, he's not wrong. So I've got some pre-quest supplies there. There we go. So, where? So I have these little things called scout flies that I can use to track my quarry.
In order for the scout flies to better track a target monster, we need to keep finding traces of it. Like footprints, for example.
Yeah.
Good. You're turning up a lot of clues.
By a lot, we mean 2. But anyway. There's also a lot of harvesting that you do. Oh, look! There he is. Okay.
Okay. We've tracked the Great Jagress enough for the scout flies to lead us to it. You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use the focus camera.
I mean, oh, jeez.
Dodge their
got
attacks.
you.
Don't forget you can guard, too.
Shoot. How did I miss that? Jeez. So yeah, I'm using a shield, so whoa, hey. Whoop, hey, come here. Whee, yep, he does the, yeah, when he's in fat mode. Oops, I got bowled over. Alright. Come on. See it coming. Oh, whoops, so it took a big hit there. Oh well. Yeah. Alright.
When monsters are running away, use the scout flies as a guide and they'll lead you right to them.
And he's running off. I actually forgot about this thing. Anyway. So another thing, yeah, when you're fighting things in melee, yeah, your melee weapons actually kind of wear down as you continue fighting. So I had to bust out that whetstone there, sharpen my gear up, and continue heading on. And these are worth, like, yeah, research information on the monster, so sure, I'll take some of these. Let's see. Where did he go? How did he walk on that, anyway? Alright. If I remember right, he will have digested the thing that he was, that he had originally eaten, and I can't... Finding little monster trails sometimes in this taller grass is a bit of a pain. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. Yep. Do like that he conveniently let this little Aptonoth critter get away. Alright.
Monster's been immobilized. Now's your chance.
Oh boy, that monster's really mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
Trying to pick up crap. Yeah. Oh boy. Ah.
That's a piercing pot. Powerful type of slinger ammo. That's able to pierce the thick shell of monsters.
Ah, I missed. Yep.
Look, the monster's almost done for. Chances are it'll retreat to its nest to recuperate.
Alright. Where... He's not wrong, the thing's going to sleep, but... I was trying to find the footprints before I left, because there's research points. Anyway. I don't want to fail the hunt. Look bad in front of the internet. That would be bad, right? Alright. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, technically, if you actually wait until the monster goes to sleep, you can end up, really putting a hurting on it. But we can talk more about that when the time comes. We're also in a place where there's, I can make things really bad for him. Ah, he turned around. I can't remember if I can actually... A lot of monsters you can cut their tails off, so I was trying to do that here, but... Gotta get some distance here. Oh, I like how he hit his own guy, but... alright. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh well. Well, I'm healed. I forgot I moved that over. Alright. Fortunately, I think I should be able to get myself sharpened before he... Oh, he's... Oh, and he's down. Okay. I actually always feel bad about this, because to be perfectly honest, I don't usually fight monsters to the death. So, I actually prefer to capture them, but the game didn't want to give me the opportunity, really, because you have to collect materials to do the trapping, and that's not an option. So I suppose technically I could have gone spending the entire quest wandering around in the area trying to carve stuff, but wow, I killed these little Jagras along the way. Maybe I did, I don't know. One of the real danger bits for the little monsters is you're so often trying to, you know, wail on the big guys that they take a lot of damage in the crossfire. So, is that everything? I might be able to get something out of the monster thing. Nope. Oh well. Well, finish the quest. Oh, we have a cutscene. I do not remember this.
I think we got a lead.
It must be something with feathers.
Maybe. Let's check it out. Hey.
Ah, yes, the Puke Puke.
Well, you were right. There's our mark. Something's got him agitated.
Well, there's a mound
Look
of
over
lava.
there. What in the heck is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You think
We
it's
have.
from Zora Magdaros?
I'd like to find out,
Think it's from the lava monster?
but we better report back first. All right?
You think that glob of cooling lava came from the lava monster? Yeah, that seems natural. Like the Puke Puke doesn't care that we're here. That was gentle of him. Did I get? I guess I did. Let's see here. Yeah. So I broke the Great Jagras' stomach. Yeah. So yeah, the game actually tracks body part damage if you aren't familiar with Monster Hunter. So, and you get a bunch of other stuff to collect. I pretty much just always just shove it all because you have like almost infinite storage space. I know I didn't run out in my 160 hours of game time. Alright. So... the cutscene's been added to the gallery. I'm guessing, we just saw the Puke Puke thing. But, yeah, so there's an awful lot going on here. But, you have research levels to build up for particular monsters. There's tracking systems to see how big a monster you end up fighting. That kind of stuff. Alright.
I see.
So you think you found something that'll lead us to Zora Magdaros? I mean, I don't know. It might just be its lava poop. Hard to say. Well, I'd send some researchers out right now, but not with a cheesed-off Puke Puke hanging around.
Uh-huh.
Puke Puke territory. That's pretty deep in the forest. We'll be better equipped to take it on. Once our team from the resource center is done rebuilding the forest camp, once it's ready, we make our move.
Want to get going?
Until then, we do everything we can to help them get that camp up and running. Let's get to it.
Once the camp is set up, you can go after that Puke Puke.
Thank you. Thank you, Commander.
I wonder where the resource center is.
Alright, well, here, let's see if he has anything else to say to us. Hey,
How
Commander.
are you feeling?
So, Hunter, have you gotten used to how things work around here? The big monsters trying to eat you and all? New world, new rules. It's something you have to get used to. I understand why they're saying this, but it's not really new rules. I mean, that's the way the game is played, but you'll get used to it. You have to. Your life's counting on it. Not to mention others as well. We burned the ships, after all.
Ha!
Look around you. Everyone here, strange or crazy as they may seem, they've all crossed the sea just like you, and they've all carried out their duties. Even Lenny. There isn't a Lenny. They looked the new world in the eye and realized the old way of doing things wouldn't cut it. Didn't stop them, though. They had conviction. Do you have conviction, Hunter? I'm not here to talk about the past. You should get to know your colleagues. Maybe some of that craziness will rub off on you. Ha! Yeah, I was really convinced the exclamation points were like cutscenes, not just, or not cutscenes, but like quest hooks, not just, go, do stuff. Alright. So, hello, Fiver. I've got a favor to ask. I want to say she sounds French. Does she still? Am I remembering that right?
Oh, you are too good to me.
Yeah, kinda. Well, Fiver, is it true? You're going to help us rebuild the camp? That is excellent news. I hope you're as good as they say you are. If so, we'll have plenty of work for you. After all, the Commission studies lots of things, not just the Elder Dragon you came here with. Maintaining and improving the base is a full plate of tasks in itself. Can't study anything without a proper HQ, after all. I'm doing like half, like Swiss probably, like half French, half German. I keep doing Vuz for W's. The Resource Center is here in charge of divvying up all that work and making sure it gets done. Oh ha ha! Okay, that's only time, I promise. So, back to business. Your job is to establish a camp. Go on an expedition into the ancient forest, find a viable campsite, and make sure it's safe. If any monsters have decided to do any camping in your spot, you'll need to chase them off. You'll need you to chase them off, she says? Okay.
Don't let me down.
Got it? The bounty is for establishing the camp. Yeah, so we have a critical bounty. So there's like little side questy kinds of things. Literally, you have to do stuff. It explains what's going on here. Yeah. Oh, it explains how the bounty system works, where you can kind of build up points that you can spend on stuff. Yeah, register bounties. Can you? Bounties and missions you complete over the course of your quests and expeditions. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can basically just, register for like, stuff you collect, big monsters you hunt, that kind of thing. So, yeah. So, we're going to be hunting monsters, so that one makes sense to grab. I generally do I generally collect honey while I'm out, because it sort of auto-upgrades your healing items. Bone piles are good, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just grabbing... I'm grabbing all of these. Just put them all in there. The small monster culling, I don't even want to bother with it, because I really don't try to kill small monsters. I feel bad about killing anything, but anyway. So, got all that stuff. And the critical bounty, I have to secure a campsite. Okay. Cool.
Okay, let's get this expedition underway. Meet me at the gate.
Yeah, give me a minute. I got people who want to talk to me.
Yes?
A hunter from the 5th, are you? Then you must have finished your first quest. Apparently, yes. I don't know what, huh? Yeah, that makes no sense. This is ecological research, headed up by yours truly. I really don't know why I'm giving him this accent. I don't know why I give most people their accents. Tell me, did you find any monster data out there?
Just by heading out through the gate. Or
Before
you can use the world map. Whatever's easiest for you.
He keeps getting rudely interrupted by the field team leader. Tracks, gashes, that sort of thing? Data tells us a story about the monsters. An elaborate and interesting one at that. Your job in the field team is to track the monsters, collect data, and advance the study. Our job is to take that data, analyze it, and compile our findings for the Commission. What we learn helps you out in the field too, so you see, we need each other. Of course you'd see it that way.
I'll be here.
Drop by here any time, and I'll show you what we're working on. So, what is it? So yeah, so there's a field guide here that you can build up. And to be perfectly honest, the building up the research track is actually kind of what made me lose, you know, as you say, it was sort of my wandering off point, because I was trying to max out all of the information I could. So it's actually a really cool little thing in here that, as you learn about them, it gives information about their characteristics, you know, that kind of thing. You know, aiming for its belly to to significantly weaken the Great Jagras, that kind of thing. So dreadlocks aren't a weak point, though. So, but you have a physiology, and it tells you what parts do more damage, or parts where you don't do any damage. Weapons are prone to bounce off. What types of weapons are good? So you can see, you know, cutting damage, smashing damage from like a hammer. I guess my shield bashes are like that. I don't know. And projectile attacks. What sort of elements they're weak to, things you can inflict on them, that kind of thing. And you gather even more research. I think there's another panel that talks about the stuff you can like get from them, or maybe it unlocks what you actually get when you break body parts. So, in one of the cutscenes, we saw this T-Rex meets vulture thing called an Anjanath. That's kind of the first like really serious monster you run into. So we'll eventually have to deal with this guy. And then there's Zora Magdaros. He's the lava guy that we kind of rode in on. He's very goopy. Anyway. So what's this guy got to say? The smart biologist. Hunter, since you've established yourself as a reliable presence, I'd like to make a little request. When investigating large monsters, you can either slay or capture them. Naturally, both have their scientific merits, but frankly, well, it will be better for our long-term research to receive a live specimen that we can later return to the wild. So this part is particularly hilarious. We'll deal with this as it comes along, but I love this that it is canon that we capture them live and then return them to the wild. You'll see why eventually, but... So if you capture your quarry alive, you'll be commended for it and receive greater rewards. Commission rules.
Good luck.
How about it? Capture your target instead of slaying them and you'll be making a great contribution to our efforts here. This, again, that's my preferred way of doing it. You really do... From purely selfish reasons, you actually get more stuff. So, alright. So yeah, there's a guy tanning some hides. There's my pig. He's happy I'm here. I have no idea what this event manager has to say. But
Oh, hello.
she wasn't here when I played the game before. I think she got added with the Iceborne expansion, which I never played. Oh, hello, Fiber. We're all ready to open our tavern and gathering hub, the Celestial Pursuit. At the Gathering Hub, you can meet up with other hunters and embark on quests together. Maybe she was here and I just don't remember her, because I played the game completely solo. To find the Celestial Pursuit, just look up. See that ship atop Astera that looks like it's about to sail off to the stars? That's it! You can get up there by taking the lift. Please come visit us as soon as you get the chance. Yeah, so I didn't actually use the lift, I ran up the steps before, so there's kind of a speed thing. So you can go to the canteen, where you eat. Can't remember what's going on at the bridge. Get to go all the way to the Gathering Hub. I want to go to the workshop before we do anything else. Let's take a look here. Hey, Smithy. Yeah, come on.
Want something making?
To conduct solid research, you need solid equipment. And to create solid equipment, you need solid materials. So what are we hammering together this time? I honestly don't know. Let's upgrade some. Let's see here. Well, see if there's any new armor. Does I think the Jagras has his own set of armor. Yeah. So you can actually preview what it looks like if you're into sort of the the fashion souls kind of thing. That the Jagras set would look like that. I mean, it's not bad, but I like that you get to eat, that you can eat faster. The downside is you can sort of track the stats on the side. You're weak against different elemental attacks. Like, it's more defense against just getting bitten. But if somebody were to, say, breathe fire on me, spoilers, someone does fairly soon. It's not great. And they'll have different skills. I can't remember what Intimidator does. But Speed Crawler. Yeah, that... What does Intimidator do? Reduces the chances small monsters will attack after spotting you. Okay, so, yeah. So yeah, you don't end up like hit by kind of the little jobber monsters. You can just move on about your business. But I like the hunter stuff and the. All right. So now, in addition to that, you could technically just straight up forge weapons, which I'm technically using the sword and shield set right now. We'll probably talk about what's up with the sword and shield set in the next video. But so you start with this hunter's knife here. I forged the bone kukri because it's harder hitting, if a bit less sturdy. So because I'm playing well after the game's kind of done, to speed people along if they wanted to jump straight into Iceborne, they added these much bigger weapons. You'll notice the Defender War Hatchet here does more damage and periodically will trigger explosions on your opponent when you hit them enough, so that's a thing. But yeah, so I don't really want to forge anything new, but in addition, there is an upgrade system where you can, there are like little trees you can follow through here. I have what I need to bump my bone kukri here up to the next level. I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see here, yeah, because I've got like 15,000 bucks. It costs 200 for the upgrade. On the upside, we don't have to see the whole cutscene. I built a better bone kukri. I could take it up another level because I actually already have the bits for that, or you can branch down here and there's actually a specific sword for the great, from the Great Jagras. Doesn't really look all that much different. You kind of just got Jagras hide strapped across the shield, really. Yeah, actually, 168. I'm trying to figure out the reason I wouldn't use this over. I guess because I want to go to this next tree, but because yeah, with the Great I actually have what I need for that already. That's okay. Why wouldn't I do that? I really don't understand why I wouldn't want to go ahead and upgrade this thing. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. All right. So now we've got a better shield, and sorry, no, it's a better shield, better sword and shield. They're a match set. Shields aren't separate equipment in this game. All right, and I can. You can also give your cat gear, which I sent my poor cat out there with absolutely nothing, which was kind of a jerk move. But I think at this point, do I have the stuff to? I actually can make him a full set of Jagras stuff, which is amazing because he's like yeah. If he puts it all on, he just looks like yeah. I don't really know what to describe. I love that he's got like hair like of an anime. No, it's not spiky though. I guess it's just a lot of hair. But I think that's what I'm gonna do though, because I've got the parts for it. So. Do I want to make him weak to fire? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's going to get any better. I could go with the bone thing where he looks like a dead rabbit, but no, not really feeling that. The leathery stuff, I don't know. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and go for it. I think I like that he has a gun hammer. It looks like a gun but can't shoot. It is exclusively for bonking, which is kind of funny. So yeah, So yeah, I decided to spare you having to watch that cutscene 3 times as I put gear on my Palico. But yeah, so now we're set up. So party on. I think that's just about everything I was wanting to do. So I don't looking to see if there's any more like little flags. So the next thing I'm supposed to do is actually go out on an expedition. For the most part, the expeditions, they actually used to be called harvest tours. They're kind of out there for you to, like collect resources in between, big hunts. But, so for now, I think this is probably a good place to press pause. We've gotten in our first big hunt. I don't know how cool I looked in the process of doing it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you come back for some more Monster Hunter World, and we will catch you next time.